Good afternoon. It's Apostle Rosalind Solomon. It's me again. And every time I go to sleep, Daddy be showing me something and when I fall asleep in the afternoons, because I don't normally take naps, but uh, the last couple of days, I went out. It was hot. I came in and I ain't gone back out since. But I plan on going. I was supposed to go out today, but I'm not going. we we um we gonna go for tomorrow instead. Cause this heat and it's putting me to sleep. Like I got my AC on, but it's putting me to sleep. Like long 2-hour naps. I'm before I went to sleep, I looked at the clock. It was like 11:30 because I cooked my dinner early. Because lately, the past month or two, I've been cooking my dinner early before I leave, or just early, so I don't have to do it later. And I eat my dinner earlier now. Trying to get slimmer. You know what I mean? So anyway, I looked at the clock. It was 11:30. I woke up. It was 2:30. I'm like, that's 3 hours of the day gone. But anyway, I had a vision about Mr. Pepe, the original Pepe. I was in this palatial castle, and there was this king, right? And then my granddaughter was in the dream, right? And she was just all over the place. She was just acting so wild and just crazy. She was she was just popping off, just having a good time. She was laughing and playing, and the king got so frustrated with her and so angry because he couldn't calm her. So he was about to beat her, like a kid getting a spanking. So I told the king, I said, no, don't spank her. I'll spank her, because I knew if I spank her, it would be way less than him. He'd have did worse, right? So when I got ready to spank her, she turned into Pepe, the frog. And I started beating the Pepe the frog. I beat him like 3 to 5 times, 3 to 5 whips. And the king wanted me to beat him more, but I refused to. I didn't even want to beat him because in the beginning he was my granddaughter. So I beat him like 3 to 5 times with a belt, right? So like before I started beating him, he was acting like my granddaughter. He was crazy, laughing. He was like all over the place, right? And the king was getting angry. So I said I'll beat him into submission, right? So when I started beating, well, I didn't even get a chance to beat my granddaughter because it turned into Pepe, right? So I beat him. I think it was like 3 to 5 lashes, right? So then after I beat him, he got into submission. He got into control. He was no longer crazy and all over the place anymore and having fun or laughing. He just was into submission. I was able to control him. Whatever I tell him to do, he did it. Warning. I think this was about angry Pepe and the regular Pepe and crazy Pepe. Because my daughter was acting crazy. My granddaughter, in a way she never acts that I know of. And the king was very angry at how she was acting. And it was just bananas, right? So I decided to beat her so the king wouldn't do it, because I knew the king would do really bad, right? And so after I beat the Pepe 3 to 5 times, it was no longer acting crazy. It was no longer laughing. It was no longer bouncing all over the place. It was no longer having fun. It was just a submission. It was controlled. It did whatever I said. It did whatever I said. So, guys, the angry Pepe, crazy Pepe, and the original Pepe, they're gonna pop off. Maybe by themselves or in the next mini bull run, but they're gonna pop off. Because he was happy and acting crazy, and the king was angry, so he stands for the angry Pepe, right? But something's gonna happen after they pop off on their own or with the mini bull run. Something is going to control these Pepes, guys, that's out. Pepe, original Pepe, Pepe, crazy Pepe, because they have that angry Pepe. They have that, they got Pepe baby, then like Pepe 2.0, right? So even though I just saw the original Pepe and he was acting crazy, symbolizing crazy Pepe, and the king was angry, symbolizing angry Pepe, and then the Pepe was happy and laughing, that symbolizes, all the major Pepes that have been making millionaires and people money, right? And then he was laughing, he was popping off, he was just popping off, like he was popping off the floor like some doggone popcorn, right? Just popping, right? So that means that the major 5 or 6 Pepes are going to be popping off either on their own, like they have been doing, or when the bull run come, or maybe both. But after that, something's going to be controlling these Pepes, guys. And they're not going to be the same anymore. Because after I beat the Pepe into submission 3 to 5 times, he was no longer that laughing, vibrant, crazy, happy Pepe no more. He wasn't popping off, bouncing nowhere, going up and down, going up, down. He wasn't doing none of that no more. And he didn't smile anymore. He wasn't happy anymore. He was under submission. He was under my control. And he did whatever I told him to do. So guys, this is a warning. After these major 5 or 6 Pepes, pop off for people and making them money, somebody's going to take control of these Pepes, and they're going to be under submission of this control. And I'm not saying that they won't ever pop off again, but they might be do like a Sheeb thing. Y'all see what happened with Sheeb and Doge? Sheeb popped off twice. Doge popped off once. And April made 3 years for Doge. Now, I had a dream about Shiba Inu. Y'all heard that. So we know that's about to be reinstated soon. It's going to pop off. But I got a feeling that these Pepes, especially the main Pepe that started it all, after they pop off maybe once or twice more, they're not going to be popping off that much. They're going to be sitting for a minute like Doge and like Sheep did. They just not going to have no movement. And I believe it's because like Sheep, they're going to want people to get out of it. They're not going to let it reach that penny. They're not going to let it reach that dollar. They might drop a 0 or 2, the Pepe, and then the other Pepes, they have a few more. They may drop a 0, 2, or 3, but they're not going to let it reach no penny, y'all. They ain't going to let it reach no dollar, not for a good while, because that Pepe was under submission and under control. So I got a feeling it's going to be like Shiba and Doge for like a year or 2, maybe 3. It ain't going to do nothing. And if it do something, it's going to be a little like Shiba did and like Doge did. Just a little. So look for Pepe, original Pepe, angry Pepe, and crazy Pepe, and maybe 2 or 3 other major Pepes pop off during the bull run, or pop off on their own, and pop off in the bull run. But after that bull run is finished, those Pepes gonna be under control, under submission. Somebody gonna put them under control and under submission. And they ain't gonna be moving. And if they do, it's gonna be very little. I have a feeling it's gonna be like the Sheep and Doge, like Doge 3 years. Sheep going on 18 months? Because October will be 2 years for Sheep since it's popped off. Now Sheep has dropped a 0 and pick it back up, and now it has dropped it and picked it back up like 3 times already. And it's picked it back up, and now it's 5-0. And Sheep is the lowest it has ever been in the 20 months, right? Doge is the lowest it's ever been in 20 months. But I had something in my spirit about Doge the other day. I just didn't say anything, and I was praying to God about it, and He told me it was true. I felt Doge was gonna rise up out the blue. It was gonna just shock people. But I've never been a Doge person. every time somebody send me Doge, I traded it for Shiba or something. I got like a little Doge. So I said, Daddy, when it pop off, I guess I'll just get my little Doge and be happy. Or I'll just leave my little Doge there in case it goes to $5. And he said, yeah, it will go to $5 one day in the future. So my little bit of Doge, I'm just going to keep it. I don't care if it goes to $1 or not. I'm just going to keep it and let it get to the $5 mark. Then I'll cash out my little bit of Doge. But I said if people keep giving me Doge, I was going to keep it. I wasn't going to trade it no more after I had that feeling in my spirit. I just woke up like 5 days ago feeling in my spirit. And I said, God, that Doge is going to surprise people. It's going to come out the blue. I don't know if it's going to happen with the mini bull run or Elon Musk or somebody going to say something about it, or it's just going to come up on its own. But for those of you who hold a lot of Doge, y'all going to be happy, and God bless y'all. And don't forget me. 'Cause I ain't got a lot like that. All right. So, pray for your Pepe coins, because after they pop off in the mini bull run or on their own or both, they're going to put these coins under submission, guys. And I truly feel it's going to be like a Doge and She moment where they don't do nothing. They might do a little something and that's it, but they're going to stop it from getting to a penny or $1. It's going to take us some time before it gets to a penny or $1, like Shiba and Doge. Like they did them, but they about to come out. You know what I mean? So I'm not a financial advisor nor guru. This is just a vision I had, and I was told to share it. And please take it to the Lord for your confirmation. And God bless you all, and shalom.